All right. Hey, David Boston again, the Christian entrepreneur. We've been talking about the 90-day blitz. I hope you can see that. And just so you know, all the information, my personal information, that's not the right information now. But we're talking about the 90-day blitz. I am with the Empower Network, and we're talking about our 90-day blitz. And this is part B, or second, at least the second part of the 90-day blitz. Again, let me reiterate. If you are on my team and want a copy of these notes, I'll be more than happy to send them to you. Just get in touch with me at my email address, dkboston1@gmail.com. dkboston1@gmail.com. So the last time that we were with you, we gave you the first part of part A of the 90-day blitz. Again, these are notes taken from a CD called The 90-Day Blitz by a gentleman by the name of Tracy Biller that I got from him a few years ago. I just want to kind of just start off maybe where I left off. Last time we were talking about point number 9 in the 90-Day Blitz. The essence of the 90-Day Blitz is to develop a single daily action. Maybe I'll do a training on single daily action and why that's so important too. To do things that are productive. So you want to do things that are going to, we call them IPAs or income producing activities. You got to figure out what are your income producing activities. And really the only income producing activities, the major ones are, as far as online marketing, and we'll talk about this a little later, is to get people to view your website, your presentation, your blog, or whatever. You got to get eyeballs in front of your product, your presentation, or your website. So that is the key in this 90-day blitz. Everything should be geared towards that. 70% of the time should be geared towards that. The other 30% should be geared towards, say, training, talking with people that join, confirming, and follow up. Okay. Now, what we want to talk about too is number 6 we had on that list was when you recruit multi-level marketing people. We talked about the power of recruiting multi-level marketing people. You want to recruit people that are always going to give you a jump on what is going on, who's already gone over the learning curve. But when you recruit MLMers or people who have, how would I say it, migrated from the 9 to 5, or migrated really from what they learned in the industrial school, because schools have been teaching along the lines of the Industrial Revolution in order to supply just workers who come to work, mindlessly do their job, and then go home and don't think about it, to where we are now. We're the informational age. And just think about it, folks. There's no shortage of people around the world. Matter of fact, the population of the world is growing. Okay, what has happened is that we have become a global community. So the manufacturing and those jobs that were once domiciled in the United States, oftentimes cheaper because of labor, to have them overseas and have those products imported back into the United States, even with the tariffs and the taxes, is still a lot cheaper because our cost of living is so high, and Americans have demanded so much because of unions and strikes and that type of thing. So what manufacturers have done for the sake of the bottom line, or those that the stock buyers, people that buy stocks, the dividends, they have taken manual labor overseas somewhere where it's a lot cheaper and then try to import it back. But let me tell you something, there's no shortage of people. There's more people on the planet today than there's ever been. So we still need the same goods and resources and what have you. But we have moved from the industrial age to the information age. So with that, there's some things that need to change. Years ago, some of the things that I learned from this teaching have to be upgraded because I'm dealing more with online stuff than I am with belly to belly, like in network marketing. I haven't been a long time to a hotel meeting or cold calling or three-way calling, which we're going to talk about. So this is part B of the 90-Day Blitz. Just some pointers that I learned from Tracy Biller on his CD called the 90-Day Blitz. Okay, now when you sponsor people that have already been in multi-level marketing, and there's a myriad of ways to get them. Later on in the training, we'll be talking about a tool that I came across to get them. These are people who already have gone over the curve. Now, here's some things that's going to slow you down. Number 1, or A, under point number 6, people are already members. They're going to want your help, and maybe they might need your help, but you got to direct them to where to get the help. Don't spend a lot of time with your upline and downline or crossline people or calls from your sponsor. Don't spend a lot of time watching TV or listening to radio. Now, I'll tell you something else. Don't spend a lot of time on Facebook or going through emails. Set aside 1 or 2 times a day to go through emails and respond to them, because these can be massive time wasters as well. Okay, 70% of your time should be in recruiting, and especially if you're online marketing, you let the tools of your program, like for me in Power Network, they have all kind of videos and trainings. Let the tools do the work. That's what they were designed for. Okay, because in the midst of having a business, you also want to have a life. Okay, now you should not be the sole provider of training for your organization. Everyone in your group or your organization must be looking for people that are. Here's what you look for. Here are the characteristics that you need to have. The people that you need to look for. If they don't have these characteristics, folks, look, you're destroying the purpose of the 90-day blitz. As I said, there might be another time when you coach people or when you train people or you get them to see the difference between working the 9 to 5, which is I call economic slavery, until becoming free, getting off the plantation. You want people that are self-motivated. That means you just get them the information and they're gone for it. You want people that are self-determined. You want people who want to become self-responsible, reliant, and self-functional is another automatic and goal that you should have. Self-motivated, self-determined, self-responsible, and self-functional. Okay. This is not the time to be holding people's hands. You want people that are like you, that want to get in and just show me where to go, point me in the right direction, and I'm gone. Okay. Now, after the blitz, you might want to do a webinar with all those people who don't see, or have a special time, who don't see the difference between a 9 to 5, because they've been socialized into this 9 to 5 to having a quote unquote a just over broke or a job. But during the 90-day blitz, you want to stay focused on getting self-motivated, determined, responsible, and functional people. Okay, don't get caught up in what we call point number 2 of under my letter D, is don't get caught up in the help trap. The object is to build an independent, self-reliant organization. All should have a passion for the product and or service. So everybody that joins should have a passion for the product and or service, meaning that it's got to be more than just making money. Making money is an essential, integral part of it, but the most important thing is you have a passion for the service and or the product. All should spend as little time as necessary getting your people up and running. Okay, now with the program I'm involved in, it's almost done automatically. I'm on what is called the prosperity team. And they have a team website that is just awesome. The Empower Network has an awesome website that can get the average person going in no time at all, just up and running. Everything is spelled out step by step by step. And like with our organization, let me give you a word of advice. Don't skip any step. Go through every single step. I made the mistake where I made a mistake is when I joined Empower Network and through the prosperity team. I thought I knew some stuff that I could skip, even though I've been out of the game for a minute. Okay, but go through every single step. You'll be so far ahead. Some of the things that took me months to learn, I found out was in the back office. I just didn't explore and find out that they were there. So I'm telling you, don't take any step lightly. Go and do everything that they tell you to do, step by step, in the order that they tell you to do it. Okay, and you'll be a whole lot better off. All right. Again, don't get caught up in the fluff of establishing relationships. That will come with time. Your main thing is to get your business rolling, because we want you to be free in a very short period of time. 70% of your time, as I said, should be spent getting new people to take a look at your business, getting eyeballs on your business. 30% of the time should be spent by follow-up, signing up, and some training. But as I said, in our organization and in most modern online organizations, that is kind of taken care of for you. Point number 3 is motivation. It's an individual thing, and it comes from within. You can only inspire and not motivated. You can inspire people, but they got to be motivated. That means moving to do it for themselves. If someone is not motivated and doesn't want to do the program, don't blame yourself. Just go and get some more people. Move forward and leave them behind. Just put them in the pipeline. Just put people in the more people in the pipeline who want to change their current lifestyle. Okay. So if you got people just hanging on, trying to grab all your time, that's not what this is for. Point number 4 is an acronym in multi-level marketing called SINALOA. It means safety in numbers and the law of averages. One of the old acronyms in MLM is true because it's the percentage of the population is always money hungry and money motivated, are tired of their job and just over broke, are being downsized, want to work from home through telecommuting or work on the internet, want to regain control of their financial destiny. So this is just a number game. Remember, SINALOA is spelled SINALOA. SINALOA stands for safety in numbers and the law of averages, folks. It's just the law of average. Out of 100 people, it's just going to be that you contact and get eyes on your site, your presentation. It is a mathematical fact that a certain percentage are going to join. Okay, so it's just a numbers game. Now, here is another thing. Let's talk about a little bit about the internet. The internet can be a blessing, and because I'm working on the internet, online marketing, but it could be a curse as well, because it could be a lot of distractions on that internet. So be careful that you go online and do what you got to do and get off of it, or just directing or getting systems up and running and that type of thing. Again, I said before, I'll say it again. Social sites, don't spend a lot of time on Facebook. Before I got involved in online marketing, I had a Facebook account, and the only thing I would do on that Facebook account was go in and check who some of my old friends that had a birthday and just say happy birthday to them, and that was it. But there's so many other things, so many marketing things that could be done with Facebook, with your fan page. So learn those things. Take time to learn. One of my goals, one of my intentions, we'll talk about intentions on another time, but is to learn something new about my business, learn something new about training every single day, learn a new technique, just continue to grow. As I told you before I got into my current business, I didn't know anything about being online. I didn't know anything about put a video online. Now I got tons of videos online. I didn't know anything about that stuff. So I'm continuing to learn, because this is where we're going. This is where the future is. And once you learn these skills, you can translate these skills to any other business that you might be involved in, because I think internet is definitely the way to go. So when you combine the power of leveraged income in multi-level marketing with the vast reach of the internet, you really got something going on. Okay, so remember that, and I'll end it here, and I'll see you on the next video. Remember, good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Remember Ephesians 3:20. This is the Christian entrepreneur saying to you, and God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you ask or think, according to the power that works in you. So it's up to you to work the power. We'll see you on the next video. Have a great and wonderful day.